There we go.
Tricks are for kids.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to episode 147 of the Bmore podcast. The only podcast that's given to you how you want it, how you need it, and relatively all the time when you like it. So, that being said, I'm your host Galaxy Greg, aka Mr. Space Awaits, aka the OG Galaxy, aka the Hentai Honcho. And with me today are my co-hosts Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies. It's your girl Diva XOXO, the AKA the Sophista Ratchet, AKA the Girls Guy, AKA the HNIC, the head nerd in charge.
And then my other co-host, Mr. HDTV.
There's like almost never a time that I don't think of Gossip Girl when she talks. Like, you know?
Gossip Girl?
Yeah, because it's what is it? Gossip Girl XOXO, whatever. Gossip Girl. Yeah, it's apparently it's a thing. I did not know that before I started calling myself Diva XOXO. So
Munchy Crunchy Fritos. Don't know why. That's what hit my head when you said Gossip Girl for some reason. But it is. That being said, today's episode, we're going to be talking about survival, and specifically zombie survival. We're going to talk about what we do in our first week of the zombie apocalypse, if it ever comes up and when it comes up, because I don't know. The way the world's looking right now, it's pretty dicey. That being said, I mean, this is going to be a nice one. I'm not anime out, but we've talked about a lot of anime. I'm actually pretty tired right now. I haven't had a recoup weekend in a while, and we'll get to it. But let's jump right into the topic, everybody. Heat, I want to hear what you want to say, because I know you. Me and Heat have had many a conversation offline from the pod, of course, right? And I know
because they don't like me, they exclude me. Keep going.
And I'm not gonna deny the truth. So I'm just gonna say that more times than not, he's like, if I ever got isekai, dog, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being in the background. So I don't know what he's doing in a zombie apocalypse where you obviously are in the background, but you don't have to, be in the background per se. Like, he's not gonna be like, I'm gonna find a cure. I know he's not doing that, but I'm very curious to what you're doing in your first week of the apocalypse.
What's my scenario? Like, where am I?
You are just got off work, you're at home, and boom, news, someone's been bitten, and it's in your city. So it's getting crazy. It's getting wicked. And the type of zombies that it is for this scenario will be medium paced, but sprinters when they first turn type ass zombies.
Okay, so similar to 28 Days Later.
28 Days Later, or like not shamblers, like the regular zombies in Zombieland, because in Zombieland you got the different types. You got the sprinters, and you got like the walkers, and then you got some smart ones, like the regular ones, because not all of them are sprinters.
Well, realistically, I probably wouldn't know for like the first 24 hours, because I'm just not tuned in enough to know. I don't know when the infrastructure will go down. Probably not until the end of the first, but I would figure it out after the first 24 hours. And at that point, I would probably just stay in my house until the internet goes out. I can't predict that. There's no point in me walking around outside. People are just wilding out, being stupid. So I don't want to stockpile anything because I don't really care enough. So I would probably give the first 3 days in the house, chilling, hanging out. Once the internet goes out, then I'll explore outside, see what's left anywhere, interact with whatever humans are civilized, which will probably be many people at that point. I mean, the first week I don't expect nothing crazy, like I think I would go zombie hunting on day 5 just to get the exercise in.
You gonna get your 10K on?
Nah, not 10K. All I got is the katanas.
I feel you.
The shonen route.
The shonen route.
But I mean, realistically, like, if I'm getting off work, that means I'm still in Texas, and I don't want to just be walking around with a zombie apocalypse.
Niggas got guns out there, so.
I feel like Texas is a good place to be. They at least killing the zombies, right?
All the races are gonna be like zombie, black, Hispanic. I'm shooting it all.
Races.
If it's not Aryan, I'm shooting it.
It's not even that. You gotta think about pure panic. Somebody's gonna just see somebody walking down the street a little funny and just shoot him, and he's gonna yell "ow." He's like, "You was walking funny." He said, "I was born with a limp."
Not trying to be funny.
"You look dirty." He's like, "I'm homeless."
Think of all the niggas on Fent you just gonna think it's a zombie. Oh my god, it's a zombie. Hey yo, why y'all shooting me? Oh fuck.
And at that point, you gotta finish it. You can't just leave that half dead. You gotta just finish what you started.
Zombie knowledge dictates that when that man die, if it wasn't a headshot, he turning. For real, for real. That's what zombie knowledge dictates. I might gotta double tap you. I shot you once, you bleeding out. I gotta finish the job.
Yeah, so I mean, the last 2 days in a week, I think at that point, enough of the idiots would have killed themselves or died. So then I'll probably go look for some leftover guns if I could find anything anywhere. But
I guarantee you'll find one just sitting on the doorstep. It's Texas.
I don't know about doorstep. To be fair, there is a pawn shop like less than half a mile away that has guns in the window. So but I would assume anyone that doesn't have a weapon will break in there.
The first, I think they're taking those ones first.
Well, whatever the owner couldn't deal with before he had to reload, you know?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. Facts. I don't think Texas would be too crazy. It would be crazy, but not too crazy after a month. Like, I feel like Texas would be one of the places that quickly get themselves together. The cities, those would be the problem areas, but like the more rural areas, like I know you live close to the city, but you don't live in the city. So I think you'd be, from my understanding, you're like, I'm talking about like Dallas, Houston.
I'm not
Austin.
like in the heart of the city, but I'm
like
right there in the city. You know, there's pretty.
No, not a city. I mean the cities, like, you know, the big name ones is what I'm talking about. No. Yeah.
I mean, the stadium's like right there. Anyway, I think it's the other way around because you forget it is Texas. So the smaller rural areas will probably be the more scary ones for random people.
No, definitely scary. I'm saying like those would be the places that you're gonna have to worry about the people more than the zombies in those areas. Is my statement. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's the other way around. I think the zombies are gonna be like, I don't think it's gonna be as many, but it's gonna be easier to be attacked by those zombies if you're not familiar with like a rural area. That makes sense.
And there's nowhere to hide.
Right, it's nowhere to hide. It's always open space.
Nowhere to hide.
So think about it. Like, let's say 30 zombies pop up on you just in the rural area.
Right.
You don't have enough to kill them.
Right. Now, is that all of the zombies in that area? Yes.
Maybe.
Because
I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting my dukes up.
You want to punch a zombie out?
You know, I've thought about this a lot, and here's one of the things that piss me off about zombie apocalypses in zombie movies. Why don't they ever just cover up the parts that we know get bit the most? I'm talking the forearms, the calves, and like the place that we always end up cutting off. What? And one movie did this very well, right? And I'll say it. What was it? World War Z? No, World War Z in the beginning. And I'm saying this because think about it like this. Think about what you got in your house right now, right? In World War Z, when he was up against a zombie and didn't know what to do, and he was like, I can't let it bite me, all he did was duct tape a magazine to his arm so it couldn't bite him.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Zom 100 where he got his little plastic suit that he fights zombie in.
The shark suit? Yeah, that. Because I can just get one of them.
I'm just saying, not that you can just get but I'm just saying the idea of just covering up to be able to.
Yes, but you took covering up and didn't say something like, oh, I wore 3 t-shirts today. No, nigga, you said get a shark skin suit.
Well, I didn't know it was a shark skin suit. I don't know.
It was a chain. It was like a shark chain suit, but like that's crazy. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, everybody can do this
in your house.
Yeah, everybody can do this. You can take a thin book or a magazine and literally just duct tape it to your arm. That's it. Yep. You can't. I promise you cannot bite through that bitch.
But it's not even about biting. I think that's just like what you see in the movies. If a bite can do it, a nail scratch can too, right?
In theory, it's more so like DNA contamination, right? It's the same as an STD. Zombies is an allegory for STDs, if y'all didn't know that, but they are. It's the same as STD though. Like, it's blood, saliva, or any other bodily fluid. That's crazy to say because I've never seen zombies have any other bodily fluid. So they did that for the gooners out there who was like, "Can I fuck a zombie?" Yes, don't do that. Don't do that. But blood, saliva, any other bodily fluid. So, in theory, yes, if you get scratched, but you see niggas in zombie movies and stuff have scratches all the time. Technically, unless it's their own blood under their nails or something like that, you should be good. You should be good.
Um.
At that point,
What
just
I'm
wear
gonna
some
do
long
is-
sleeves and a face mask.
So my brother's not gonna like my plan, but he's
Shoot yourself
also
in the
he
head.
might, but he also might like my plan. No, my first plan, like my first move, is to get to wherever my brother is and follow him blindly. That is my plan. To get to Greg, follow him blindly. Two directives, and I know how to get from my house in Florida to Greg's house in Maryland with no GPS.
I promise you, that is the most Z Nation answer. Cause you know how they had tried to get across country. She trying to get like 5 states up. I'm not gonna see her for months if she makes it.
To be fair, you only have to
Especially if I'm leaving. Right, I'm getting out immediately. I'm getting to Greg, and if I realize that I can't get to Greg, yes, I'm shooting myself in the head. That those are my only.
I need the first flight out of Florida. Sorry, all flights are canceled. Fuck,
I'm
bang.
flying. I know I have to drive, and I know where all my stops are. I know where to get gas. I am prepared. Of course, I'm taking Chris with me, so I have like a get gas plan. So the get gas plan, somebody pumps gas, the other person is the lookout / shoot, and that is the get gas plan. I only have to stop twice.
Do you have the means to shoot?
That's the last part I don't have on my list yet.
Niggas trying to get 4 to 5 states up, but can't shoot.
I just gotta get the means to shoot, and then we will be good. Like I'm so close to having my perfect.
Do you want me to let you continue this thought, or do you want me to break down how this will fail?
Please, Heath, break down the Delulu, please.
Go ahead.
The people want to know.
About Delulu. I even know how to get to Greg from here, like without taking major highways. I'm prepared to get to him.
To be fair, I feel like you just go straight up 95. But if we're talking about a zombie apocalypse and an outbreak, I'm more than confident in that, let's say 900-mile trek that you're trying to cross those 5 states. There's going to be several accidents that block major roads, even minor, and you cannot drive your car through it. Now, I think the Range Rover, right? It's a Range Rover.
Nah, they got a Jeep.
No,
The
the
Jeep
small
is
blue
your
now.
best bet. Yeah. The Jeep's your best bet to get anywhere. But still,
we're taking the Jeep.
I don't think you will make it super far without having any GPS, because you're gonna have to take so many detours.
You're gonna have to off-road like a motherfucker, actually.
And then now you're increasing your probability of running into people, hostile or not, more zombies, hostile or not, and the color of the Jeep is gonna stand out. So
that's so funny. It will. That bitch is like blue.
People are gonna want that.
I hope no one sees us. I want that motherfucker right there.
I would give them. How many miles we got? Yeah, you're right. It's 900 miles. I'm getting to. That's my plan. Y'all asked the plan. I gave y'all the plan.
She would have a better chance if she said, "I'm gonna get on a bike or a motorcycle and go that way," because at least then you can bob and weave through those accidents.
But what do you do when you come across a roadblock?
That's when you gotta off-road it, and it had recommended it should be a light bike. It shouldn't be a mountain bike, and a mountain bike is gonna be the best if you just off-road it, right? If you go around everything.
Roadblock, like.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta be alert for that, because if they just pull out guns and want to shoot you, you can't run through that. This is not the movies. You will get shot off that bike. You're not going. Oh God, bullets are whizzing past me. You're gonna get shot. You're gonna think that, but that's your last 7 minutes.
Let me get somewhere and I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna make it to Greg. But take me out right now, right there. And it may not be a gunshot.
Nigga said, don't move or we shooting.
Slit my throat. That's it. Like,
so what happens when you hit the Lil Kim and they take you out and Chris is standing there like,
look, I don't know Chris's plan. I let Chris tag along on my plan.
Chris gonna tell them, babe, no, don't move. They're gonna shoot us. I suggest you move too. I don't got a plan beyond this. This is the plan.
I'm gonna communicate the plan so they will be very aware when this happens. Like,
I want you to know, just so you're not alarmed, If you were to make it to me, I'm putting your dog down as soon as you get there. I can't risk it.
I wasn't bringing Killian.
Oh, you should just let him go out in the wild. He'll have fun.
Yeah, Killian is gonna live his best life. I'm letting him, when we pull out, I'm gonna let Killian go live his best life in the wild. That's what he would want for himself.
You bugging.
I understand that. I've met my dog. I understand that's what he wants.
That is a walking monkey bomb. You keep that until you need it.
Killian, go! all the zombies. I want to go after that thing. Fuck, what's that? What's making all that noise?
Yeah, like I said, that's my plan. I know it's not the best plan. It's not a perfect plan. It may not even work, but that is my plan.
It is a lazy plan.
I don't care. And I've had dreams of this plan. Actual nightmares. I have nightmares where I make it. I've had nightmares where I don't make it. I've had nightmares where I've made it and then had to kill Greg. I've had nightmares where I made it and Greg had to kill me.
I've told so many people, if it ever comes down to like shoot me, like, oh, you're bit, I don't want to shoot you. I'm like, I will do it myself. Just give me the gun. Like, we're not going through the, no, maybe the bite won't spread. If you're not gonna cut off the limb like within a few minutes of me getting it, or it's like been proven that shit don't work. Like, we tried cutting off Tom's arm last week as soon as he got bitten. That shit did not work. Put a bullet in me. I hate people who be like, I'll just hope that maybe I'm the immune one. No, put a fucking bullet in my head. Don't waste time.
Yeah,
you don't want to wait until you start like teetering on sense.
No, because then everybody starts to have that I don't want to kill you moment, but you're like, I don't want to lose my humanity moment. And I hate that so much. I hate it because we could just, please, like, this isn't a discussion anymore. If we're doing that, then as soon as you see the foaming at the mouth and shit, don't be like, oh, he's still in there somewhere. No, I'm not.
Fight it, Greg. Fight it.
Oh, I hate that one.
Give me the gun.
I'm like, and niggas is like, Greg, fight it. You can win. I'm not trying to fight. I'm telling you to give me this gun right now. I'm trying to end this shit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Smooth off. SMOOVE. That's how I'm trying to do it.
That's my.
So what would Greg do? Greg has actually thought about this in length, and that's why Diva said she'd find me. Because I know that Baltimore is a major port area, so they would want to keep it alive, right? They'd want to keep it safe. They want to keep it alive. It's close to DC. Also, I do know that in a lot of these movies, sometimes when they can't control it, one of the first things they do is bomb an area. So I know within the first week, maybe even the first 72 hours, they're going to bomb Baltimore. They're going to get rid of any potential chance and sacrifice the living dead, or they're going to try and kill off as many zombies as they can to try and salvage the area. If a couple people die, a couple 100,000 people die in the process, it is what it is. But the goal is going to be to salvage the area. So my game plan is always be, okay, I'm taking this desk clip and all my other bullets. Yes, I keep a clip in the desk at all times. It's always geared up and ready to go. You never know when you might need it. But I'm taking that, all my guns, all my other shit. I got not a go bag, but I have a go bag. I have a go bag, but I don't have a go bag. I have to repack it. So I got my go bag. I had a go bag. I just got to repack it. If I needed to go right now, I need 20 minutes. But if otherwise, I can just grab it and get going. So like I hear on the news, outbreak, zombie outbreak, da-da-da-da-da. I could probably take Dean for this part, but later on he might have to get put down for food, maybe. Canned food, bag food, like what is it, non-perishables. Got a bunch of them in the cabinet already ready to go. I always keep a couple, about like 2 or 3 days worth. I got enough water for about a month at all times. Always keep a case of water, putting that in the car. I know how to get to my old high school. Fun fact, it was built in the 50s during the Cold War. So it has a bomb shelter in it. I'm going to that school.
That's where we meeting?
That's where we meeting.
Okay.
So I'm going there. I know how to get there. All the swim team knows how to get there because we know shit. So I'm going in there and I'm setting up shop in there. I got these lights that not from work but because of work. They go off a battery pack that I just charge it, so I could just keep charging a bunch of those. I have a bunch of different battery packs. They last about 12 hours a piece, and I would just use that down to light the area down there when I needed it. Otherwise, we're using the other lights. Then that's day one. I'm getting there, right? I think things will be a little chaotic here, but not too crazy. Day two, there's CVS. There's a couple food places around. I'm grabbing as much foodstuffs as I can. And I'm not even going to like big places because there's a couple stores and whatnot around the corner from there. I'm going to 7-Elevens and shit like that because I can deal with the average person, obviously. So I'm going there, getting my snacks and stuff, getting enough food just to last about, let's say, 2 weeks in said bunker. And then day 3 is literally just hunkering down the area, in just the immediate area.
I'll be there by day 3, and let me explain why. I'm leaving. I'm explaining why. I'm leaving immediately. I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting to see. I'm not waiting for things to come down. I'm leaving immediately. And I probably left one day before everything happened because Chris is weird. And Chris be knowing things. And Chris be like, I got a feeling. And I listen to my fiance's feelings. I don't care.
Oh, you telling me Chris like the girl from Mean Girls? I can tell it's going to rain in my breasts.
I don't know what it is. But Chris would be like, I got a feeling. I'd be like, all right, we get on the road right now. Or Chris be like, I heard a rumor it's zombies. If Chris tells me that they heard a rumor it's zombies, I have already. I'm
calling out the next day. Call out the next day and just driving up. I'll see you at 12.
Yes.
But
then, so I'm gonna be there by day 2.
Okay, but day three is setting up shop. It's basically barricading this, the place off because it's not a vocational school. It's a technical school. So there's a bunch of tools. There's a bunch of other stuff there. There's also a hydroponics lab there, if you didn't know. So once I need to, I can get in there. But basically, the goal is going to be to lock myself inside of there and then wait out the next week and a half. So I know we said a week, but let's say that week and a half is waited out. After that, my expectations for something like bombs to be dropped, if that happens, we're fine because this is literally meant to survive a nuclear war. I come back out, and then I'm going to slowly start to reclaim the school because it has a lot of areas that I can use. It has different types of equipment. The bomb shelter has water and medicine in it. Probably need to re-up on the medicine. I heard that got all the morphine got taken out of there. But that's a story for a different day. Yeah, there was crackers, water, and morphine.
I was more going to address the fact. So you had to repack your go bag, and in those 20 minutes, all the other people who knew and lived closer vicinity to your high school had already claimed the bunker. Now what are you doing?
Well, no, 1, I got the guns, and 2, cool. They don't know. Yeah, all the people that know about it, I know.
Yeah, we all
every single person.
90% of the people, I will say this, because most people don't know that our school had a bomb shelter.
Yeah. So you can speak to everyone that went to your high school prior to and after you. No one knew. Like
prior to. Here's my example, right? Benta went to school 4 years, and this is a small sample size, but I think this should give you an example, right? Diva went to school before me, right? 4 years before me. So by the time I got there, she had left. In that time, I could talk to people she knew.
Mic's off.
Whose mic's off?
His mic's off.
I could talk to people who she knew, who were younger than her, but older than me. And throughout all of those grades, I got the same response, unless they were on the swim team. Yeah. And if they do know that it exists, they do not know how to get in.
I think there's other factors, but I'll give it to you just for the sake of the
now.
I'll give it to you.
Now there are some people, like everyone who I knew who knew about it had some association with the swim team, and swim team like a gang. We ganging them. So like, if you see someone in there, it's like, everybody who shake your hands ain't your mans. But guess what? It's locked and loaded and behind my back if niggas want to act goofy. So, but my point is, I'm not trying to be that way, but I'm not trying to be a hostile takeover, man. I'm not trying to do that. But my goal is to get there. And let's say I can't get into the bunker for whatever reason. The entire school is built of that real good concrete for the same reason. They expect it to be bombed. So the bomb shelter is meant to actually protect you, but the school itself should be able to withstand a lot of damage. And there's other nooks and crannies I know about in there that I could probably weasel my way into. Plus the water supply there is immaculate. They have like a locked up room. Only has a lock on it. I could just shoot that bitch off. But they got a locked up room with like tons of water, like gallons of that shit.
The other thing that made me think while you were going through that is why the hell would this one not go to the parks that are literally secure enough to keep things out?
The park?
I go to the park because I don't look. I can't survive on my own, and I understand that. That's a great idea. Did not think of that, so I'm not changing my plan.
That's so funny.
Just because you make sense, okay?
Also, I'd be terrified to go. I would be terrified to go to the park for the reason of like. So I know so many people are gonna think that aren't her.
I also don't know like the secrets of the park enough to go to the park. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know like where things are, the nooks and crannies, hidden passages, where to go. Like, I don't know that well enough to go there.
Well, I'm thinking like not martial law, but like the National Guard pulls up. I feel like they would secure the locations that make the most sense. And I feel like those parks or one of those parks would make the most sense. And now you have you have a military base
there. Yeah. They would have a military base. Damn, Disney would become a military base? Is crazy.
That's kind of
Disney base.
Disney base.
They have their own units.
Hey, you better fucking smile here. I know that. I better not see a frowning face in this bitch. It's the happiest place on earth, god damn it.
All the guns got ears.
All the helmets. Oh,
that's so funny.
Nah, I'm not changing my plan here. I have a plan. Make a plan, stick to the plan, always deliver.
No, that is my plan. I've told.
I'm frozen.
No, you're good.
Oh, that means you guys didn't hear it.
We heard
Make
you
a
just
plan,
fine.
stick to the plan, something.
Yeah. So my plan is but that's my plan. I've told all my close friends or like close people I would want to survive with me or people who I know have a skill. Also, my rule of thumb, if you want to live in my society, you have to have something of worth. This is a very much what do you bring to the table question, but this is for everybody, niggas and women. Cause like you ain't coming here and thinking you just gonna freeload. You counting beans, you scavenging, you building shit, you doing something, or you have the option, and this is a crazy thing to say, I know, but you can be the town whore. You can do that. That is a job. People gonna need relief. But just know what that comes with. You said why?
I said wild.
It is. But I know some people don't have talents or skills. And you can be taught skills, but some people are gonna be lazy and be like, I just want to live with you guys. I'm like, there's only one position that allows you to just live with us, and you ain't just living with us. I just want you to know.
There's no such thing as just
like
living.
Pure confirmation, and Greg is a dictator. You know?
Wow. God damn.
And you know what? And it's pure confirmation that I'm gonna be the best motherfucking assistant ever. Because whatever Greg says, I'm just gonna do. I'm be like, yes, I'm massa. Yes, sister.
Yes, I'm massa is crazy. And I only say that because I refuse to have I refuse to have, let's say, this survival outpost where there are just people just getting by. Everybody has to be doing something. And your something doesn't have to be something insane. Like I said, you could be the one counting the food. There's going to be someone who has to keep track of that, so we know when runs are most critical. You know, we need scouts, we need people for backup scouts, we need soldiers, we need people training people. Like, if you someone who has Brazilian jiu-jitsu practice, train people how to fight. Like, there's something everyone can do. You could be a gardener, for real. But if you're not good at anything, then I'm gonna try and help you find something. But if you're literally like a person like I literally just kind of want to live with you guys and I don't want to do anything, I'm like, if you just want to lay down, then you're just gonna lay down. That's all I gotta tell you.
And just so if y'all wondering, y'all know how in movies the person to the hero always betrays them? Never ever. It's not gonna happen. There's nothing y'all can say. Y'all can't be like, Greg keeps making me be the town whore. Tell him I don't want to do it anymore. That's crazy.
If you here's the thing, you can come out of that position. I thought I wanted to be the town whore, but when you said town whore, I thought I just got to sleep with the sexy niggas, the sexy bitches. No, you're everyone's whore. Sorry, but if you're like, I don't like this role, I want to do something else, and I want to put my best foot forward, I will help you put your best foot forward. Why? Because we're a society that helps each other.
They're gonna be like, ain't you tired of that nigga telling you what to do? Nah, gang. I'm here. Because if that nigga isn't telling me what to do, I'm putting a bullet through my head. Those are my options. y'all have to
also
understand my mindset.
Another thing I forgot about that school. after you left Diva, they made a parking lot out back. They fixed it up and added a whole bunch of solar panels.
Oh, word.
Like a ton of them. And I actually still have my notebook for how to build, operate, and maintain solar panels. So
Look at you. You're
Yup.
so smart. Y'all see why I'm going? I'm gonna leave.
Level of codependency is very concerning.
ain't it?
It's okay.
It's okay. We need
I'm
that in
good.
my society. We need codependent people.
I'm good at other things.
Our flag will have a crack rock on it. And they're like, why? Because you need to be dependent on us, motherfucker. That's why.
I'm good at other things. That
Nah.
ain't it.
But yeah, that's how I would try and get my first week out, and kind of what I'd be doing afterwards. Like, I'm gonna be focused on building, but this ain't a everybody can come society, because Baltimore can be a grimy place, and I know some niggas gonna be out to get what I got. Period. Point blank. You can set up shop down the road, and I help you, and I have some people help you, and not govern you, but ambassador for you, you know. But this is gonna be a fairly exclusive club.
I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
Are you
I
gonna be
think-
a wanderer? Are you just gonna
Yeah.
set up shop one place?
No, I would rather just wander. And we're gonna make our way north. We're gonna go north as we can into Canada, and we're gonna wander our way there. There's no rush, because what the fuck am I rushing for? Okay, we gotta make sure we have lighters, because then I can start fires. Whatever food you can find along the way, can-wise, because I'm sure that there'll be something along the way, because people will die.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then we will slowly make our way north. If we find a bike, that would be awesome.
I was saying
Like
bikes are like the best option for getting through, and they're
Like
quiet.
this kind
if
of bike or
you
like a this
find
kind
one.
of bike?
Yeah,
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no, 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 no.
pedaling Canada from south.
you can get a you can hell if you really, and this is how you know I'm like, I was really zombie obsessed in high school. I really liked them. If you find a regular bike, right, you can find a tiny motor on like a go-kart or something like that, and you can install it onto the bike so that you have a tiny motor, so that you can activate the motor whenever you're going uphill or something like that, or you just don't feel like pedaling, or you need to go faster than you can pedal, and you essentially made a makeshift motorcycle.
When
I
you
don't
say
wanna do
bike,
all
I
that.
always, like I said, those are my options. I never want to see a zombie apocalypse. I don't.
Everyone
not
I know
good
tells
for
me they just find me, and I'm like, that's a lot of responsibility, because I make mistakes, and you niggas might have to pay the price for my mistakes. I might have to pay the price for my mistakes, but I'm willing to pay the price, and apparently
I'm
everyone
okay.
else is too.
I'm alright. I'm in. I'm in it to.
He's not gonna stop by and come say hi. You know, you can get some food, some plants to go.
He's too
There's nothing
far.
of value on the East Coast. We go west.
We go. You said north, nigga. Don't lie to
We
me.
go west and then north.
Oh, so you want the empty ass area where you can see a zombie coming while you're on your bike 30 miles away, huh? Hey, fuck
That way,
off.
if I find a gun, I can practice.
Fair. Well, if you ever need us, you know where we'll be
not
at.
a homeless man with a limp.
I'll
Homeless
send a
man off
bird.
the fence. Send a bird. That's another thing. Jordan would have to get over a fear of birds, because that is our new messaging system. You don't know how fast I'd have a murder of crows. Oh, it would be so fun. I would look like death just walking, because like everywhere I go, you know I was coming, because you just see a swarm of crows just be like, oh, that's Greg. Here he comes. Secretive who? I have birds.
Secret tunnel.
Yes, sir. I'd have to travel through secret tunnels to keep these birds off me.
Nah, forget that. That's food.
See, if I was ever gonna eat one, I'd have to like kill it in secret. Like I take it like, hey bud, hey guys, we're just gonna take him inside. Pluck his feathers, quick. They can't recognize him.
Pluck his feathers quick.
You know, crows have really good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can remember someone for years, and then they
I
teach
think
their
we-
children and friends about who's good humans.
Yeah.
I think it's
Everybody
called
want a crow. You said Zomboid?
Yeah.
Project
It is
Zomboid? Yeah.
Yeah. So I find, because the guy who does the Project John Boy, you're not from, he essentially just has a maybe 100 or 500 people, throws them in a Zomboid server, which is like an open map where zombies, it simulates like a zombie apocalypse situation. And he kind of just like watches them interact over the course of like 3 days or maybe a week, like see what kind of societies and stuff they build. So it's very interesting. And I find it funny that you're always gonna have these pockets of cannibals, like off rip. They're like, I don't care to look for food. We're gonna just start eating people. And I think Chuckles, I forget his name.
It was Chuckles. It was Chuckles. I know which one you're talking about. We watched that one together. That shit was lit.
No. It was one when they were on a boat.
I didn't see that one.
And they were running an election for whatever. And there was one guy who literally went up there. We're on a boat. There's not a lot of food. We're gonna have to start eating people. We might as well just build a system now so we can know who's gonna get eaten and who's not. And we're gonna live. We're gonna be cannibals. It might be bad sometimes, but we're gonna eat good and live. And the fact that his whole campaign revolved, yeah, he did not win. But there was just one part where one of the guys ran a bar, and they were taking somebody into the bar to show him something. And because it's a computer game, they were like, hurry up, put the thing in front of the door, block him. And then they started beating him to death, and they took his body in the back. It's like, all right, we're good. We got food for a week now. We're good. And it's just like, they didn't think people were gonna look for him. It's like, what happened to him? Because you could see when people die. Anyways, that game taught me how, and the social experiment that the Zomboid guy, I forget his name, I apologize, but it is really like how people would react in these kind of situations. And I'm pretty sure you would find so many more degenerates than you think you would find.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like that's so the one that we both watched was he put 100 people in a map, right? And just told them go. And obviously factions started forming and people started doing stuff. Some people were like, I'm going to be the villain off rip. And like would kill people to take their stuff rather than find it or forge it themselves. Like it was crazy. A society and one really big organization was built, and then there was two, and then they merged to become one. It was like dictatorship, and then they had an internal circle that like broke everything down. Like you really got to see like how everything kind of breaks down. Like one dude became a dictator, and to take him out, like someone had to stand up to him, so they stole all the ammo. And then the second city came and was like, we're here to take over the city. We're taking you out of power. No one wants you there. And he's like, they went to go get the ammo. They had none. They had all their ammo. So they're like, oh, shit. We got to surrender. And the guy left. He just ran away. So it's shit like that. Like, and I think that would be a problem. That's why I'm saying, like, I can't accept everybody. I can't. There's a vetting process for this shit.
That's another reason why if I don't make it to my brother, I'm shooting myself. You think niggas not going is the first thing that niggas is doing.
You could have said great.
And I don't want no parts.
You have to edit that out now. But you don't have to. It's just blurp it.
It's the fact I gotta find it is a problem.
Yeah, I trust.
Just look when y'all looked super stressed.
All the time.
No.
But I mean, I feel like it's a factor, but it's more like if you're not alone, it's not really the biggest fear you should have.
I'm gonna have a big titty woman with me and me.
I mean, you're in Florida. Florida man has bigger fish to fry, you know?
You're right.
Bigger titties to cook.
I feel like in that state that they're hunting, it becomes, Monster Hunters, the game. Well, you're in the state of the BBL hunters. They're looking for BBLs to take into the corner and to never be seen again.
You're right.
They trying to see if
they're trying to give them a round of applause, if you know what I mean.
Good. Ignore me.
That being said, yes, but the thing about cannibals is I'm pretty sure they'd eat their food cream filled. So like, they'll probably do both. And the thing about cannibalism is, if I kill you, the meat goes bad. I gotta keep you alive. That's what they did in Walking Dead. That's what they did in Z Nation.
Damn.
That's what
that makes sense.
The Floor, is that what that movie's called? Or Platform?
Platform. The one where it's like 100 platforms and when you're at the bottom you only get scraps.
Yeah.
Yeah. His roommate tied him down and was like, "I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna slowly eat you. Like, I'm starving." Yeah, and that's the thing.
And
That's the
then
thing about
breathe-
cannibalism. Yeah, you gotta make that shit last. Because if I just
be
kill
smart.
you, yeah, if I kill you, the meat's gonna go bad in like a week, a few days, really. But if I cut your leg off and tourniquet that bitch, I got a meal for a couple days, and I get the next leg a little higher. That happened in Z Nation. They walked in and the person was like, they had no legs, no arms. Like, please just kill me. It was just a torso for real.
Okay. Can we talk about something else now? I'm gonna have nightmares.
That's good.
You have a whole horror room and you worried about nightmares, nigga?
It's not the horror room. Isn't my room. That is Chris's room.
I'm pretty sure you
I don't
slept in there
go
before.
there. Why? My bed is surrounded by ears. I sleep with me.
To be fair, you also got a Chucky and a Tiff just chilling in your living room.
Yeah, but they're in the living room and they dolls. They not real.
I'm pretty sure that's
People
what
are
everybody said in those movies before they got.
real. People are real.
People
guess.
are real.
I guess.
So they
I
say.
guess. So are zombies. They be doing this.
How would you know the difference between a Baltimore crackhead and a zombie?
I'm not gonna lie, both are getting shot. I can't take the
'Cause-
risk. Cause like
Not
one
gonna
second
lie.
they lean and next second they get right to my face. Nah.
I'm not gonna lie, a crackhead will probably be a useful companion to have. Just because of the fact that money.
Do I have to
money
keep
is
the base
useless
on
now,
me?
right? No, but listen, money is useless now, right? For the
Right.
most part, you need some kind of bartering system. They can't get their crack with money no more. They don't need money. They need to get the crack. So if you can either provide it or lead them to it,
Just imagine your base has like imagine my little setup. We got the school set up. We got different areas, and in one of these rooms they are cooking crack. They are making crack, and we are going out for base heads to just get them. And we're like, look, you're gonna go on a run. For the
Go
run,
to the
you get
store.
this much base. All you got to do is go in the store and let us count how many zombies it is. And once you come out, you get your base. For real, that's all I gotta do. Just run full speed through that bitch. Actually, you don't even gotta count. Run full speed through that bitch, screaming, and go out the other end. A person will be waiting there with your crack,
That's crazy.
and I'd give them the crack.
They would do it.
They would do
They
it,
would
absolutely,
And I would give them their crack.
I would give them their crack, they say.
bro.
Because
You're
all
gonna
you
be-
have to do is leave the crack right out the back and have
For real, you could just leave them a route of crack. Be like, look, I got a route of crack lined up that you just need to follow through this bitch, just so that they can get the zombies out. And literally, they'll just go. They'll just go until they find a place to smoke the crack.
You leave,
Why would
you
you do
leave the
that?
crack. You leave the crack at the back door, right? You put the crack at the back door. They don't know it's at the back door yet. You tell them, hey, run through here yelling as loud as you can. There's crack at the back door. They run through loud as they can. They get their crack. They keep running.
Yeah, they're gonna keep running. They're not gonna.
Zombies
They're
are
not
gonna
gonna
go.
stop.
The zombies are gonna go. You get the stuff. You go the opposite way.
Worst case
Okay.
scenario, you tell them, look, let's say I go to a mall, right? I go to Towson, right? And I'm like, yo, we're gonna be on the first floor. You gotta stay on the second floor and just scream and run. When we're done the run, we'll say something, and we'll toss the crack to you. And all he gotta do is just keep running laps on on the second floor. Ah!
He a crackhead. He not tired.
All we gotta do is be quiet on the first and the third floor, and we're good.
He moonwalking like
I'm about to get this base. Ah.
They need some kind of contingency to know that they're actually going to get it. Because why are they risking their life without any?
Oh, the first
day
sample's
before-
always
the
free.
day
Come
be-
on, you know this.
Yeah, yeah. The day before we gave them some crack.
I gave you a little bit. The first sample. You got some more of that? Yeah, I do. Here's how you're gonna get it.
Here's how you get it. Yeah, that's easy.
Free labor. Crackheads will put your window in for $2,
I used to have a crackhead take my trash out.
and then he went through your trash.
Yeah, if I don't care, it's trash.
It's trash. That's
Right? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy?
And we used to
That's a
pay.
lot of
We used
money.
to. Not only did he go through the trash, we also paid him to take the trash out.
That says a lot about
you paid me for the trash, bro. Oh yeah, Diva's never taking out her own trash.
Not a day in my life.
That says a lot about you in general.
Don't it?
My fiance is trying to get me to start doing it, but I refuse.
Crazy.
They
That
knew what
being
they
said,
got into when they got here.
he just gave me another idea. Thank you. You made my survival a little bit more guaranteed.
No, Greg, gonna look. Greg, don't Google how to cook crack. Okay.
They already tell you how to do it in these songs. Didn't you see the Boondocks episode when Granddad was ready to start cooking crack because it was broke, and he was like, "They tell you how to do it in the songs."
You're right.
They tell you how to do it in songs.
And he was like, "Excuse me, sir, this crack is burned." Oh my goodness, that shit was so funny. Yeah, that's what you could do, honestly. Honestly, there's a couple of potheads who's addicts like that, where you tell them, look, run through this mall real quick. I give you an ounce. For real, it's a dime bag. I'm not going to lie to you. You got to work your way up to an ounce. I got to know you're going to make it.
I got to know you're good at this.
Yeah.
I gotta know you're good at this.
Because, look, some people, you're going to pay them, and that's going to be a one-time payment, and they just going to die 2 days later. It's like, come on. I need return in service.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would do in my my week span of getting ready and getting prepped. I need someone who can make clothes. That's gonna piss me off the most. Like,
take your mom.
I don't think y'all really understand some shops that y'all gotta raid. Like, I'm gonna be in a Michael's in a Hobby Lobby for real, like really getting jiggy. All the fabric getting took.
As you should be.
Cause y'all thinking about food and shit. I'm trying to have something on my ass and not be out here in a loincloth.
That you stapled together with some
Niggas gonna be like, yo, where you get that drip at? That's Apocalypse drip? Like, yeah, you feel me? Got my own designer for real. Back at the crib. She be cooking up. She be cooking up. You know, something slight.
Societies are doomed to collapse, so I see no value in them.
I guess. My clothes would be more functional than fashionable, obviously. I'm already talking about putting magazines. Huh? See, and that's how you're going to get bit. And you're going to have to make a hard decision of cutting it off or shooting yourself. And I know what you're going to choose.
It's not really functional, too. It's just going to distract you.
My dick?
If it's just out,
yeah,
everything you're doing is moving around.
I said loincloth. I'd have a loincloth on at the very least. But my point is, like example, like this, the magazines in on your arm thing. If anything, I'd make some clothes that like have a clip so I could just slide the magazines in, clip, done. Or slide something more durable in, since I'm going to a Hobby Lobby in Michael's. But yeah, have something more durable that's lightweight. So I basically, all my people's got armor at the very least. And it's minimal armor. Like when we need better shit for, bigger raids, or if we got to fight another group or some shit, get some better shit. But the functional armor will be a day-to-day thing. Like everybody's going to have, what is it? Arm, gauntlets, and shins. Arms and shins. That's for real it. That's a requirement. Yeah. Everything else is optional.
Well,
that was fun. I enjoyed that. He doesn't think I'll survive, but it's cool.
Say that.
I'm kidding. I'm just messing with you, dog. You said you didn't think Diva would survive. That's what you said.
Yeah, no, she's cooked. It's
so crazy.
To be fair, she might literally be cooked at the end of it. Somebody's like, ooh, a body.
To be fair. Ooh, a body is crazy.
A body is crazy.
Would y'all resort to cannibalism if it was necessary?
I'm taking myself out of me. I don't like.
Heed, would you?
Necessary would mean like weeks.
Humans are losing. You haven't eaten in a couple days. You met a group and they just died of natural causes. Like
no.
Like, they starved. Would you eat them?
She died of COVID.
A couple days, hell no. It would literally have to be like weeks of getting the bare minimum nutrition out of random shit.
So you would result to it, is my point.
If need be.
Okay. No, so I heard a quote last week or 2 weeks ago. It was like, in survival situations, morality becomes a suggestion.
It does.
And I was like, that's crazy, because it does. When it's life or death, and it's eat the person or die with humanity, a lot of people are like, if I eat this person, I can live to regain humanity.
I mean, you could have simplified that. It's like, the kid is running for his life and he's stuck, and you could help him, but it's like, well, now you're putting yourself at risk, and do you want to?
Some people. What was that book called? It was a book, and it was about a guy who was traveling with his kid through like a nuclear apocalypse. I had to read for school, and like he kept keeping his kid alive, but it didn't make sense because his kid was like 7. So like, if you die, this kid's got a terrible time ahead of them for however long it is.
Sucks.
If I died and y'all needed food, you have my permission to eat me. I'm dead.
Oh, thank you.
Oh no.
Just make sure you cook me right. Like, don't overcook me. Don't burn me, dog. Like, what are you doing?
No, this will not be a yellow jacket situation.
Don't burn my bacon, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Burn my bacon.
No, it would have to be random people that were already.
To be fair, I don't think I could eat someone I knew too. I couldn't be like, damn, he was delicious. I couldn't do that.
That's more of the. I'd rather not. Like, if I had the choice, like if there was that body, and I know.
Please don't let my body spoil. At least like give me a Viking funeral and burn my shit. I don't want to just be a rotting corpse. You feel me? Cook me, burn me, something, nigga. Don't just let me be out here a wolf just tearing into my shit. And you just like, damn, Greg, I'ma eat Susan. I'ma eat Susan.
Yeah, I'd rather have the haunting spirit of Susan haunting me every day versus Greg, and I know how Greg thinks, and now I'm just talking to a ghost of Greg.
Damn, you don't want to talk about ghosts, nigga? Shit.
Oh.
Because it's not going to be you, it's going to be your perception of that person.
Fair. Oh, damn. Am I that bad? Oh, my goodness. That's so fucking funny. Oh, I can barely deal with this nigga while he's alive. I can't deal with him when he's dead. Oh, shit. Oh, that's so funny.
Death do us part, man.
Pull up my ghost phone, be like, yo, you know I got the etchy on. Like, want me to turn up the volume? No? I'm turning it up anyway.
It's Shimonetta if you
It's
No, it's gonna be every other situation. It's like, dog, you know what this reminds me of?
He gonna be like, don't fuck his. I'm gonna be the ghost from Afro Samurai.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you gotta watch it. Samuel L. Jackson he's like it's his conscience, but he's the ghost that's always around. No one else sees him. And every moment that he's like in trouble or something like that, he's like, hey, Afro, you getting your ass kicked.
He's like, is that a bazooka?
Yeah. That shit's fun. That would be me. You're like, please just shut up. All right. But when you need me to talk, I'm not gonna say nothing. So you really don't want me to talk to you? That's how you feel? Fine, I'll just be over here with my etchy on max volume.
You have to talk at some point. You're gonna go mad.
Oh, that's a great time.
Fun.
All right. Well, that's the episode for that part. Let's get into any news topics that you guys might have.
I don't have any this week, actually. I don't know why.
I had some. I didn't write them down, but I want to say shout out to Kas and Nat. I was definitely pocket watching the other day while it was just me, Heed, and Twan just talking in chat. No bullshit.
Hero level pocket watching. Like, that nigga could have pulled out a PowerPoint and broke it down.
I'm not gonna lie, I could have, because that shit was crazy. But that man got a Fortnite collab. He was on the Las Vegas Sphere. They unveiled his Fortnite skin that he's gonna have. He has a Fortnite skin, a dance, and dance and emote, and a car skin that's coming out in Fortnite. He announced Mafia-thon 3. If you know Casanat, he does a Mafia-thon where he plays a game. He plays a game, does stuff. He rents out a big place and just has a whole bunch of people come by, a whole bunch of activities. And it's like a 24-hour thing. The whole time he's recording everything that's going on, from them just sleeping to them partying to them doing something. Everything is recorded for a whole month straight.
Oh my god. No, thank you.
Hey, it's how he makes a ton of bread. People come through consistently. Remember, You get money for every ad that's watched. If you have consistent people watching, they're just lurking.
Right.
Like what I do, I turn on streams and I just be lurking sometimes, right?
Yeah.
If he has a bunch of people just doing that who aren't subscribed, you're just getting ad revenue. It's crazy. That's pocket watching in. I'm sorry. It's a habit. But my point is, that nigga making bread. Like, we was talking about how much bread this man was making, and it was impressive. And shout out to Casanat, man. He really doing it. I'm trying to get like him. I'm trying to be better than him. I hope. But I'm not that reactive, so I don't think I can.
I feel like you are very reactive.
One day.
One day. Appreciate that. I'm not gonna let that compliment go unsung. I appreciate that. I just think it's really cool because to me that's a sign that I made it. When I got a Fortnite skin, y'all, I'm buying a jersey, I'm signing it, and I'm hanging it up in my own house. Cause what the fuck?
What jersey you buying?
I'm gonna make a jersey. I'm gonna get a jersey made.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign it and then I'm putting it up in my own house because I'm hanging up my jersey at that point. When I get a Fortnite skin, nigga, that's how I know I made it. The Power Rangers just got a Fortnite skin. The Power Rangers been around forever. Go Power Rangers, nigga. Like, what you mean?
You're right.
Nicki Minaj has one, right? Or is that Call of Duty?
Call of Duty skin, impressive, but not the same feat to me, personally.
It's because Fortnite
is a bigger outlet and conglomerate, in my opinion. Yeah,
Epic
it
Games.
is.
She says it's gonna outlive us all.
It is. They have too many ideas, too many IPs that they have like licenses to. Like, they frequently rotate Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball, and it was some other thing in. Oh, and like things like DC Universe. DC and Marvel Universe. Like, consistently rotate those in. So, to me, that's peak performance in terms of streamer, YouTuber, whatever you want to say. That was one news point. The other news point, tickets for the Demon Slayer movie dropped last Friday. I got mine. I'm gonna be going day one to go see that. I'm not the biggest fan of Demon Slayer, but I always support hanging out with the anime homies, doing shit. I think it'll be a good movie. Someone I knew, it was Diva. Diva didn't know it was gonna be 3 parts.
It was me. I didn't know. Like, I knew, but I didn't. Like, it didn't click. I was like, why would parts?
If they put that all in one movie, it better be one long ass movie. Because if it was one quick ass movie, a lot of people would be mad.
Yeah, it would beat the Snyder Cut, I would think, or around there.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, you might as well just make it a series and just release the episodes. You literally just chop it up.
Thank you. But we don't do the smart thing.
No, I mean the movie thing, I'll give it to them because then there's a break between each movie. Just made one long ass movie, like literally they just compiled the season into it.
Yeah, but then you just get all the bread from it,
Yeah, it's easier to spread it up because now when the second movie comes out, people are gonna go rewatch the first one.
They're probably gonna have a re-release of the first one right before the second one, like
right in the movie
like
theaters.
2 or 3 days before the other one comes out. They're gonna be like, get to see this one again, catch yourself back up, whatever. Or I think it'll be 2 or 3 days, and then on the third day it'll be the release day, so you could see the first one in the morning, and then see the second one right after or in the nighttime. You feel me?
Yeah.
I think that's what they're doing.
They would
That's
probably,
smart. That's smart. I like that.
Schedule the filming around that. I mean, the showings around that.
Yeah.
But speaking of animated movies, since you're on the topic,
Yes, sir.
Neza. If you're not familiar with Neza, on Netflix,
Great movie.
2 is coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Neza 2 is coming out in, I want to say like September or English release. It's later this year, whatever.
Yeah.
Point is, Neza 2 is the highest grossing animated film of all time.
How?
That is a fact.
Yeah, it came out overseas because isn't it a Chinese movie?
Yeah, it's a Chinese film. So it just hasn't, it's not, the dub, English dub hasn't aired over. Probably could go watch it somewhere subbed. But yeah, it is the highest grossing animated film of all time.
That was Demon Slayer Mugen Train was the one that was before that, right?
It was up there. I don't know if it was the highest grossing of all time.
Do you want to hear some fun, like, animated movie facts?
Sure.
Okay, so when animating movies, and doing specifically kids movies, China is the biggest market. I don't know if you remember when they did their big China thing and stuff, and they do, but they have a big censorship in China. And in China's censorship, you can't do anything about like death and the in like the afterworld, whatever type of afterworld, whether it be hell or heaven or whatever. Like it's strictly like kind of forbidden. Like if the movie has it in, they won't prove it. But there's one movie. Well, there's one movie that got past that, and it is Coco. And it's because Coco, like the theming of Coco is so much about family and honoring your ancestors, and the importance of family and your history, your and honoring your past family, that they allowed that movie, and Disney was ready to take a hit on Coco, and like they were really promoting it in like trees and in other places, because they knew they weren't get well, they figured they weren't going to get the Chinese market. They just knew it wasn't get past censorship, but they're like, let's submit it anyway. Worst they can say is no. And they approved it, and they got and it was unanimous, because they were like, this movie is so important to like culture and just the ancestors and family that we cannot like not show it.
That's vibes. I like that. But Neja 1 was good. I really like movies like that, especially like that express other gods and what like that. Because I like mythology a lot. So like hearing a cartoonized version of Neja's story was pretty cool. Also, the movie had amazing animation. It had not relatable. It had a nice story that a lot of people can get behind. I liked it a lot.
So to circle back, right? Mugen Train is the third highest grossing traditionally animated film. When it comes to just animated films in general, it does not crack the top 30.
Oh, what's the second then?
The second of highest grossing period is Inside Out 2.
That shouldn't be there.
Saw that for free.
No, so we're talking about like just highest grossing period.
No, I got you. I hate that it's there, honestly. It was not as good as the first one, personally. I can see why some people liked it, but I didn't like it that much.
I think the first one is on this list.
Probably.
Yeah, the first one's 24 in the top 50. It's 24th. Okay.
That's nice. Maybe we should go through that list and see what that's a bit episode. Going through that list and see what we like and don't like and agree and don't agree.
I don't know half of it. But the reason why for people that are confused about why it's the highest grossing, because like Diva was saying, it hit the Chinese market first, and that's where it gets most of its.
That makes sense. That actually makes sense.
It did really well in China, and that's why it's probably like grossing like that. That might be the case for Inside Out 2. I have no idea. I just know that the top 5 is Neza 2, Inside Out 2, Lion King, Frozen 2, and then Super Mario Brothers movie.
I fucked with Super Mario Brothers movie. They did really good. I'm waiting for the Mario verse. You feel me? I'm waiting for it. I'm looking for a Donkey Kong movie. I'm looking for a Mario Galaxy movie to follow. I'm looking for them to start bringing in the brawlers. You feel me? I want a Kirby movie. And then from a Kirby movie, we move on to other characters. So I can get a Kingdom Hearts movie, nigga. It would be so convoluted and confusing. I wouldn't know what the fuck's going on, but I'd love every second of that shit.
I do think we should do that list, because I've seen every movie on that list and have very high opinions on all of them.
Hey, you got some homework. Watch some movies, nigga. No. Oh, I want to talk to you about that. I didn't know you had a movie book that you kept all your tickets in. That's lit. I like that a lot.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
That's so like
cute.
Yeah, that's so like
know.
cool.
I'm learning right now. Oh, you're so cool. Like,
yeah, man, you're the coolest one on the pod.
You really are.
I started it this year because I didn't have any evidence from last year of all those. It's very full. I think there's like 40. There's over 40 tickets in there already, just from this year alone.
Wow.
That's so cool. It's like a memorabilia thing to keep, because like niggas ain't got that. Niggas, I want to collect something so bad, and the only thing I think I'm ever gonna collect in my life is like hentai, and I'm like sad about it. I'm like, damn, why am I such a loser compared to like Diva's got ears? That's pretty original. I don't know a single nigga that's doing that. You got fucking movie tickets, and I'm just out here collecting anime titties. Fuck.
Dog, I want first. I'm gonna say this. It sucks because they don't make the movie tickets like they used to, so it's literally just a piece of paper with ink that's gonna rub off eventually. So
yeah, it's not like those old thick ones.
Like, there's some of them in there that are. Cinemark was doing them for a little bit, so yeah, some Cinemarks like it, but they stopped recently. Now, what I really want to look at this camera and say, My catchphrase for the last 2 weeks has been, "We have free will." You don't have to collect hentai. Like, you said that like you had no option. You had no other option to be like, well, I'm just gonna be the guy that collects hentai. Like, that is
No,
the
I'm
plan
saying
that's
like
laid
that's
out.
the leading front runner right now is all it is. Like, I definitely gonna have a bunch
You
of
have
figurines,
free
but I'm gonna
will,
have the
dog.
ones with titties on them. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Free will. You
And my free
have-
will is like leading me towards just collecting titties. You feel me? That's all. That's where we're at in life, apparently.
I say
I'm gonna
I say
get you a
follow
Xerox
the
machine,
dopamine.
dog, because they're not expensive. But I think that would help because then they would at least be sealed. You know?
Follow the dopamine.
I'm not getting a Xerox machine. Why would I do that?
I said
But you
I'd
can
get you a
Xerox
Xerox
them.
machine so you can Xerox your
Right.
tickets and they'd never fade.
Right, then they wouldn't fade.
No, I'm just going to write in the book next to the tickets the information.
Why do you make it so hard to do nice things for you?
a Xerox machine? Do you know how impractical that would be
You
for
don't
me?
need a big one. You just need.
It's
one
just a
little
small one, a literal
Yeah,
small.
yeah,
They make them
it's
this
just
big for that
Yeah.
reason,
Why would I just have a Xerox machine to laminate tickets?
so that
You
your
got
collection
40.
stays limited. You got 40 of them bitches, to be honest.
You
Yeah.
almost have more. You have more tickets than I have.
Let's
Yeah,
slow down now.
because
Let's not lie to ourselves.
One of your ears probably costs 3 or 4 movies.
That's not true.
Where
You
you
go to the
live.
movies at very
Where you
efficient
live.
times. Cause I went to the movies
Where you
last.
live.
I went to the movies last weekend or this past weekend to see Bad Guys 2. Nigga, the cheap tickets for the special time that we went were $26 a piece.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
an ear. That's
$10.
That's a pair of ears.
somewhere between 10 and 17 is like your
That's
and
that's
if you
not
go on one
anywhere.
of those off days, like you can probably get like $8 ticket.
Oh no, you can. Like I love going to the movies by myself on a Tuesday. Shit goes nuts.
I be trying to take Chris, but Chris we don't want to go. They be like, I don't want to go on a Tuesday. You can go to a movie on a Tuesday, and I be like, me, niggas who can't afford it.
What else is you doing?
Pardon.
Buying ears.
Pardon.
Tuesdays.
Oh, and getting pazookies. Okay.
Badussies.
Can't wait till the summer's over and you stop eating badussi.
Mm-hmm. Just
I'm
eating
never
up all the
gonna stop.
badussi.
They're $5 every Tuesday forever.
But you're only doing it because Tyler's there, right?
Tyler's gone. I'm going by myself. Solo.
We were talking about how like Tyler's like the family child.
That's a wild thing to say. I would say community.
I say the family because sure you can say community, but like everyone in our family helps her in a way. In a
Yeah,
possible
but
way,
it's
you know?
like the community raised her. She was raised by the
Sure, yeah, it takes a village.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're saying the family child is
Y'all, we did it again. News topic. Someone say one. We did it.
well, you never
Your
brought
grandmother.
up, you never brought up the Delta Crunchyroll collaboration.
Yes,
Delta
that
Airlines.
was one that was on mine. So yes, Delta and Crunchyroll have a partnership going on where they will now be showing anime on the TVs. I gotta say, I fuck with Delta. I honestly might get their card and they might be our new fly carrier because on my last trip, my fucking suitcase got utterly fucked. I'll talk about it later, but Delta got the screens on the back of every flight. You feel me? So I can just watch TV. I don't have to download the app on my phone and do all this other bullshit. I can just watch the screen and they give me headphones. Like, they with the shits. But you can watch Crunchyroll on there. The memes about it have been fucking hilarious. But shout out to Crunchyroll and Delta for, you know, pushing anime to the forefront. But it's gonna be real crazy when I'm sitting next to some old lady and the scenes come up. You feel me? I'm pretty sure they're gonna curate the list. But even so, like, if I'm watching Chainsaw Man,
1,000.
huh?
There's 3,000. That was the catalog.
They ain't checking shit. I'm not gonna lie. 3,000's a lot. I'm out here watching Chainsaw Man and the scene where the chick throw up and his mouth come up and an old lady who's never seen anime is just sitting next to me and all she see on the screen is an old chick throwing up in a kid's mouth.
We're talking about the company that let what was it? The one where the guy bought the 2 slaves and one was like a dog girl and the other was a redo healer. They aired
I don't
for
know why
like-
you took so long to say it. I was gonna say it, but I was like, I'm not gonna be the guy.
because that you are the
where
guy.
he was going. You are the guy.
I'm not the guy.
No. I'm saying there was 2 animes that were like redo healer.
There's a
and they
there's a similar one that's not like fucked up. I can tell you that.
He was just isekai, and
Yeah, he was isekai,
honestly,
and he
that's
bought
what
a
I'm talking
slave.
about. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the truest definition of somebody that's isekai. I need to find the name.
It's something about a dungeon. I forgot it. It's something about a dungeon or a labyrinth, and he buys like a dog girl as a slave, and literally just takes her into dungeons with him, and she helps him out, and then they get a romantic relationship from it. So
I mean that harem in a dungeon in another world.
that's the one. And the show's 100% about those two, but it ends up being, and he had like a fucking ultra powerful sword that he got that made him like super stupid strong, and then like at the end of the show, he goes back to a village and gives the sword back because he's more powerful now, and like basically paying it forward. Shit was great. It was cool. It was cool.
I will say this because this is what I was trying to get to. That will be in the catalog, and people will not know.
Yeah.
World Ends Harem's gonna be in there. People will not know. There's gonna be a whole bunch of random shows. The Labyrinth one, I will give it credit for. I think that's probably the most realistic isekai in the world. If a random shut-in kid gets isekai to another world, go in a dungeon, you know he's gonna buy a slave and start fucking it.
Well, 100%. I'm not disagreeing with you anywhere there. But he bought her because she apparently knew the dungeons, and I think she had a skill. No, he had his own skill to get out, but she knew the dungeons and was a strong slave. So he was like, I need someone who can help me through these dungeons. I don't know what the fuck to do. The second part, 100% right. That was like just a byproduct of it. That was bound to happen.
Bathe me, wench.
Huh?
He said, "Bathe me, wench."
Yeah, he did.
Oh goodness! Oh, I just cracked my chest.
But,
that's the best feeling when you need it.
Me personally, when it comes to this, I'm not really excited for the whole thing. I'm not saying excited. I don't really care. I think it's just another example of them tapping into the market, and I'll give you another shortly. But I have to download my own episodes and then watch them anyway. So what difference does it make to me? I'm already watching anime.
I was already doing that. I didn't need y'all to do this. I already downloaded.
They're just trying to tap into the market. Because the real anime watchers gonna be watching it anyway.
Yeah, they offer the offline. Actually, it's my favorite time to watch, especially like a subbed anime, is on a plane. Cause like I don't have to focus on nothing. There's nothing like distracting me. Like I can read and look and do all of the things.
Yeah.
On a flight. Give me a long flight.
But the reason I don't know if it's a news topic, but I remember seeing it like 2-3 weeks ago. Tom Brady was doing an interview and he had a One Piece shirt on, and some anime outlets were talking about it because it's like that's big, but it's like people you roll your eyes, but it actually is big because you're talking about a sports dominated realm, and you know how many people had to go through and acknowledge that he was going to put that shirt on. That means they recognize that coming market that is expanding, and we can tap into getting some views if he's just wearing this random ass shirt.
I know, and that's what makes me roll my eyes.
I don't have a problem with them trying to tap into the market. It can be a little annoying and cringy at times with how aggressive they've been trying to tap into the market. But I get it. They're trying to get their bottom line. They're trying to tap into the people who they know already do it and bring more people who don't watch them over. That's what it is. It is what it is. I just look at it like that,
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into weeks. I don't have any other news.
Oh, cool. Can I go first?
Sure.
Because mine I feel like is the shortest. The biggest thing is I finally went to Epic. Guys, I did a really, really good job from when it opened, not getting spoiled. So like I know I'm supposed to keep up with stuff that's in the parks, but I wanted to go and just genuinely be able to experience it like for the first time without seeing like pictures or images and stuff like that. So other than the display model that they have at City Walk, that's the only thing I ever saw of the parks. This place, they put their dicks on the table. It's gonna be my second or third favorite park in Orlando. I'm gonna say as right now I haven't been enough to take the second spot, but definitely third. I saw a dragon. That's how dope their animatronic. I saw multiple dragons, and I saw a Toothless flying on a dragon.
Wow.
That sounds lit.
Yeah.
You saw a dragon riding a dragon.
Dragonception.
I'm sorry, I said Toothless. I saw Hiccup riding the dragon. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Not Dragonception.
Not Dragonception.
Dragonception would have been cooler.
Yeah, it would have been.
been cooler. So sorry. I saw Hiccup riding the dragon, and I was like, "Yo, they really like." And I was joking when I said this, but they was like, "Oh, everything gets fog. Dragons have fog, like the misty fog stuff. There was like space that gets the misty fog. Monsters, yep, misty fog. Like every ride has the little misty. Everywhere is just covered in that misty fog. I don't know if they hide something, or they just was like, we got the budget. You want fog, you get fog. You want fog, you got it too. Like everybody gets a fog, and everybody gets an animatronic. You want one? You want one? Everybody gets an animatronic, even if the ride doesn't require animatronic. Like one of the rides is Hiccup and Toothless. It's at the end, and they just sitting there, and they just like, oh yeah, good ride. And you're just like, you didn't need to do that, but they did it because they had the budget. And I loved it. I loved everything about the park. My favorite land is going to be the Monsters Universe. Dark Universe. Thank you, love. It's Dark Universe. It's really cool during the day, at night. Like I don't suggest it for little kids, but like because it's like it is spooky. But it's really cool. So that was the highlight. And then the other big things is I finally watched what's that movie? The Demon Hunter band? K-pop Demon Hunter. Ooh. It was cool. I know everybody expects me to hop on and be like, oh my God, I love it. It was cool. Like for people who love it, I completely get it. Like if you're in pop music, if you're into K-pop and pop music, I get why you love it. It is dope from that perspective. But from somebody who's not really into that, it was nice. Like I enjoyed it. I had fun. But also, I've read a lot of BLs now. That plot, I read it from a mom. I was in it. This was a BL plot with heterosexual and no.
Aren't BL plots just heterosexual plots with two dudes? Because I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's just.
I'm not gonna let you keep trying to push your little agenda.
To be fair, there is a little more aggression apparently when it comes to insertion.
No, not all the time. Sometimes they're really nice about it. They're like, you have to tell me if it hurts, okay? And I'm like,
okay. God damn, Jesus Christ! I know I say some crazy shit, but that's my bar. That's my bar. I found it. That's the bar.
But no, like it was a little predictable for me. Someone who reads like a lot of manhwas now, like just the storyline and how stuff was progressing. I was like, oh, I did like that, and I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I did like that the it wasn't her mom, but the woman who raised her,
Celeste,
did not accept.
Celeste, like a pizza.
Oh, you remember her name? Cool.
Celine.
She did not accept her at the end. I liked that. I don't like that stories always have like this super happy ending, and that hurt enough for me to be like, okay, like.
Didn't accept her?
No.
Yeah.
She was like, we can cover you up and we can tell everyone it was a lie and da-da-da. She's like, why can't you love me? She's like, I do love you, all of me. And then she just gets quiet, like, come on, guy. Let's get rid of that demon side, you know?
Yeah. She's like, we can just do it, like, because I feel like that it felt more real. It felt more based in kind of reality of things when people don't always don't love you fully. And I also watched Ironheart, and I enjoyed it for what it was. I understand the choices that were made.
I don't.
It made perfect sense.
No, it didn't.
Following the character from what they showed us, it made sense. And I say that because
smart niggas do the dumbest shit.
That part. Smart niggas aren't emotionally intelligent. A lot of them are emotionally ignorant, actually. And we were already grieving and working through grief, and to have such a big setback,
we were denying grief at every turn.
We were denying it, and I feel like where we were in, I think it's episode, like the beginning of episode 8 was the beginning of working on it, but to get a setback in the beginning of working on it, yeah, she made the choice that she made. It makes perfect sense.
No,
now, do I like that for the character? No, but
No, I don't.
does it make sense?
No,
Yes.
it doesn't.
I'm intrigued to watch.
Don't watch.
Please watch it so we can talk about it.
I'm not. No, because I'm not gonna make he do that. Watch Moon Knight. It's the only thing I'm gonna beg of you to watch. Just please watch Moon Knight. Just
At some point, a compilation of explanation will be in my YouTube list, and you can watch it at 2x speed.
Please just
Watching Moon Knight at 2x
Moon
speed
Knight
sounds like a
2x speed
fucking
is
drug
crazy.
trip.
It does. I was about to say, watch it at 2x speed. Then I took it back. Do that.
I watch Netflix stuff on my phone because then I can make it go 2x speed.
You're crazy.
Do that on the TV, huh? Like learning, cause like you can do that on your phone. Hey Netflix, I know y'all listening. Make it do it on the TV too.
Okay. Heat, how was your week?
Oh.
Your week and a half, really.
I don't know.
You went to
Oh,
a
the
wedding,
wedding.
You took a week off. You did something
Oh.
else.
I
You
mean,
made a cosplay.
He didn't finish. He just started.
That's
made a
okay.
helmet. Technically, it's done. I should have put the two pieces together.
Go Heat.
But yeah, I went to a wedding out of the country while I was in it, but it was cool. Love is love. We love love. And I made Alphonse's helmet, but I didn't finish it, and I'm supposed to do the rest on my own. I mean, you can make his helmet using SKS props. You know, he does these videos, the templates out there on his site. Everything else, kind of on your own. So we'll figure it out one day at a time. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't know. I saw that K-pop Demon Slayer movie too. I mean, thought it was
How'd
nice.
you feel about it?
wa-
I didn't think you would watch it, honestly.
Well, see, that's the thing. People mistake when I say I hate musicals because they take something that didn't need music and insert music. But movies that revolve around music different because it fits the plot.
Okay.
I don't like music. I enjoy musicals, but I enjoy music more when they advance the plot. Like example, because I'm not making watch it, but me and Chris are watching Chicago, and in Chicago, every song progresses the plot because it is a.
But that's
actual,
every musical.
Like, no.
Okay, so in Lion
Not
King, him
all-
singing about being a mighty king didn't progress the plot?
No, it didn't.
No.
Yes,
No,
it
it
did.
didn't.
We got to
It
the
didn't.
point where he got the... What happened at the end? They fell
They
down.
did a
they
time
fucked up.
skip in the song, right?
No,
Yeah.
like
No.
okay, here's the-
No. That was, fuck. What song was that? Hakuna Matata. That was a time
No,
skip.
So here's an example. Jailhouse Tango is a progression of plot because in Jailhouse Tango you figure out in the song they are telling you why every person in the story is in jail. That progresses the plot. It is not just a song for song's sake.
I want you to
They
know
are
I'm not
telling
watching
you their
Chicago.
crime.
See, I knew
I
why
feel
you were
like-
doing this. That's not gonna help. I'm not watching
feel
that.
like
Just watch Chicago.
most ones that don't progress the plot, it's because like they have a whole song and dance routine
Right.
versus them just doing things and singing.
Versus you just telling me.
Well, I'm like singing and like movement, fine, but like you're singing and y'all are out of the story and having a whole routine. Like, I didn't need that.
That's my
No, it's
biggest
in the-
pet
it's in
peeve
the
in
song.
what was it in Step Up 3D when he was trying to get the girl who he ditched. Like it was a whole part where they just were dancing. She's mad at him and they just solved their differences by dancing.
But that's love, and we love
That's
love.
okay.
Remember?
Who said that?
But
Did I say that?
You don't love love? You don't
Man,
love
fuck you and that love, nigga. No, I'm kidding.
looking at him
All right. Tell us about your week, Greg.
Done. No. So went to Jamaica. That was cool for a friend's wedding.
Yeah.
However,
he
as
and
soon as I
Greg went
touched
to a
down,
wedding without me on a couples trip. That's really what
nigga,
happened.
what?
Pete and
So-
Greg went
and-
on a couples trip without me.
Ladies, gentlemen, and other folks, that is what we call propaganda because she took a story that was
That's what we
accurate
call a fucking lie.
And-
We weren't even in the same location.
out of
Y'all
context. Completely out
they
of
went to a
context.
wedding together.
I went to a wedding with
Yeah.
my wife, and I was in the hotel. He was in the goddamn castle. So let's not try and spread these lies.
I hung out with the wedding party, and he attended a wedding.
I saw
Thank you.
They were at the bar together.
This man, he was like, "Yo, it's raining. Stay in the hotel." I'm like, I'm sorry.
So I just want to come hang out with y'all. I'm like, you gonna be here for an hour and I have to pay $800 to get back.
No, he wasn't lying though. Like I didn't go. I took his warning. But no, it was nice. However, as soon as we landed, so fuck Southwest right now. Fuck y'all. I mean, y'all gave me a little bit of bread for what y'all did, but fuck y'all either way. They broke my suitcase that I got in Japan. The whole wheel broke
Dang,
off that
you
bitch.
just got that one.
Just got that bitch. Whole wheel broke off. But I feel worse for the nigga that was in that claims office just like me. He had a bass, a traditional like bass guitar, like the big joint. Bruh. It was in a travel suitcase and then in a soft case carrier that you put on your back, the big black ones. And then it was in a hard suitcase inside of that and a hard case inside of that. They still broke it. And I'm not talking like some minor damage. Nah, nigga. The part where the strings attached to the bass were bent the fuck out like this. Like, if this is a flat plane, it was like this. It was broke off that bitch. I said, damn. Shit was built in the 1800s. Confirmed 1800s bass guitar.
Damn.
Passed down.
Damn.
Passed down.
Passed down. I was like,
And
oh
they
my
were-
God. His mom was more pissed than him, but he was like, they can fix it. I mean, as long as they like pay for it and shit, I'm cool. But like, and she's like, no, it's not cool. And he's like, I'm not gonna yell at them because they didn't do it. I'm upset,
Right.
but like, yeah, his mom was mad. And there was a lot of people there with the same issue. So like, Southwest, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Or I don't know what's going on with these fucking bag boys, but fix y'all shit. Cause why are you yeeting my bag that hard?
It's the
And why are
conveyor.
you eating my and why are you eating my bags now that I gotta pay? Back when it was free, y'all wasn't doing this.
Y'all
shit.
wasn't doing that. Y'all giving me worse service that I gotta pay. I don't pay for it, but that I gotta pay for it.
Yeah, but you gotta think. You know how much money they making off of you having to pay for bags?
No, absolutely.
You know how
well,
much?
if
you
you
know
have a
how much
Southwest card, you don't pay for
ain't
it.
Getting?
Facts. You don't got facts. You got a point, but you don't got to pay for it if you have a Southwest card, which I do have because I be
Oh.
flying. Yeah.
So I need to
It's
get a
included,
Southwest
and then you
card.
just put yeah. Don't ever use it. Just fucking. But that point, it was a cool trip. I had a great time. Hung out with some people, got to talk to people, got to hear some hot goss. Not really hot, but it was like mildly cold. It was a fun time though. I enjoyed myself. Shout out to Javon and Angie.
What
Y'all
goss?
had a wonderful wedding. We'll talk about it later. I had a wonderful wedding. It was beautiful. I loved it. Got some good flicks of me and Joy there. Then came back to work. I went to another wedding this past weekend. My dean, he got married. Shout out to Jamon Kalaya. Y'all wedding. My God, I ate. I'm gonna be honest and have a moment of vulnerability.
Go ahead, tell them.
I ate so much food I threw up.
It was food everywhere.
Dog,
So I hear.
heed. This was the most food I've ever seen at a wedding. They had, so after the ceremony, it rained and they had a beautiful time. I mean, you thought Javon was crying a lot? Dog, quivered lip is all I gotta say.
Oh,
That's love. Joy was like, and you couldn't give me a tear. I'm like, God damn it, all these niggas crying at their wedding, son of a bitch. So that being said, we get to the cocktail hour. You know, cocktail hour usually, you know, hors d'oeuvres going around, a little something here, some drinks, open bar. Wonderful. Love it. Them niggas was giving you liquor with sugar. I'm not gonna lie. Every drink I had felt like I was getting punched in the back of the throat. Great. Wonderful. There was a cold table. You got your cold cuts, your cheese, your meats, your fruits, your pasta salads. Nice. You got a hot table. This where we get up. Pizza, coconut fried chicken, fried shrimp, rice and peas, oxtail, jerk chicken. Then you got another table that had crab cake sliders, braised short rib sliders, some other type of meat food that I didn't get to see but got to taste.
It was chicken sliders.
And then you had niggas walking around with chicken skewers, fucking like spring rolls and shit, just walking around with different shit, just feeding you. This is the cocktail hour. This isn't even the main meal. I had 2 plates of oxtail, some pizza. I had so much food, and I was like, I'm gonna keep eating. Then I had dinner. At dinner, it was salmon stuffed with crab over rice, and then also you got fried like breaded chicken with stuffed with crab as well, with some vegetables. Ate that shit. Then they had a dessert section. You could get wedding cake, you could get ice cream, s'mores, pretzels, popcorn, cotton candy, cheesecake bites, cookies, waffles with ice cream on them. Bruh, I ate so much. When we got back to the hotel room, not gonna lie, I laid in that bed and I was like, nah, I'm gonna just go throw up because I feel terrible. And Joy was like, I went in the bathroom and Earl, dog. Joy was like, were you gonna throw up anyway? I'm like, no, I didn't make myself like finger down the throat type shit, but I was like, if I never went to the bathroom, I would have never thrown up. But like, I went there, I was like, I'm just gonna throw up, and I felt immediately better. I just ate too much. I ate way too much. Jesus Christ.
I can't stress this enough. Niggas have free will.
And this is what I do with it.
Niggas have free will.
Gluttony, lust. Ah! Next week I'll talk about how I beat the shit out of a nigga, and then we can talk about wrath. Maybe even pride if it's over the right situation. Damn, 5 cents to go. Shit. But yeah, no, it was amazing. We also saw Bad Guys 2. It's a very rare occasion that you can say a second movie is better than the first. That second one was better than the first.
Really? Because Bad Guys is a good movie.
No, it was fucking amazing. It was great.
Oh.
They obviously had a bigger budget. There's more action scenes. They have more cuts between different animation styles. The story was really good. It's a female antagonist. A female group of antagonists. So that was nice to see. I know some people aren't going to fuck with that, but I fucked with it. Real femme fatale style, you know?
That's that DEI. I'm kidding. We all know I love a bad
Look
bitch.
at her. Just stare at her. Just stare.
Don't stare. That's weird. That's rude. You have really nice eyes, Greg.
Shut up. Stop complimenting me. I'm trying to make you feel weird. That being said, yeah, it was really good. I would recommend you guys see it. I would see it again. That's how good it was. It was fucking good. It's one of the movies I'm buying a DVD player this weekend. I'm starting my collection. I need to.
I already ordered mine. My Treasure Planet is way.
Oh, I need that because I know they're gonna stop making it, and I'm not letting that happen. My kids gonna know about Treasure Planet and Sinbad. But yeah, no, that's basically all I did. That's basically all I did. Me and Twan finished the Easter egg, the final Easter egg of Black Ops 6. The zombie story continues. Huh?
I've been doing Easter eggs for years, I feel like.
Yeah, we do all of them. Yeah. It's confusing as fuck. It's annoying. But yeah, if you ever want to do it with us, we can run you through. I also need to run people through them because it's a thing going on, an event, and if I run people through it, I get more points. But my point is, I like doing the Easter eggs because zombie story has always been a part of my childhood, part of my life. I love it so much. And it ties, this Easter egg story ends up tying back into the main story, which is fucking wonderful because the last cutscene you see the not the Terminus group, not Primus, but a different version of them, and they're like, welcome to the party, and it's a whole different version of them. So yeah, so Black Ops 7 zombies confirmed, so shout out to that. But that's all that I have, I think. Yeah, that's all I got for right now. All right, that being said, I'm usually not the one to end. That's crazy. That being said, that's the end of the podcast. That's episode 147 of the Bmore Nerdy podcast. We only do one take.
That's why you're not the one that right there.
That right there. I'm tongue-tied. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Galaxy. Oh, I lied! One more thing happened. I had my first TikTok beef. I hope so.
I
want one.
I enjoyed it. I'm
You did?
enjoying your TikTok video. Yeah, I enjoyed your video. I meant to tell you that. Yeah, you did really good.
Preach. I didn't think anybody watched it in full. Like, it had like 400 views in the first one, but I've learned I have a new hated anime community, and it is the My Hero Academia community. There are too many niggas that have been yelling at me saying that Deku is planetary level, and I just kind of stare. You watch a lot of anime. You think Deku's planetary?
I mean, no.
They're saying lowball planetary is that, just so you know.
Nothing he's done has shown me he could level a city, let alone a planet.
Only feat that I've seen them talk about is the cloud feat, and then power scalers piss me off in this way because they're like, oh, he did that with only embers and he was weak, so we can multiply times 60 times 100 times 50,000 because All Might at his prime could obviously do that shit too. And I'm like, that's never been proven, never been shown. And the way I equated it in my last video was, think of like when you're going to the gym and you're lifting weights, you do all your sets, and then you decide, I'm going to PR. Could you say at the beginning of your set, if looking back, you do the PR, right? You give it your all, you scream, you push, you do it. I feel amazing. Wow. And you did it with the last little bit of your energy, right? But you gave it your all, your body's limp, right? And then power scalers would say, well, if he did that at the beginning, he could have did a whole set of that PR. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. It's the build up to that point and giving it everything you got left in the tank that puts you at that point to do this new amazing feat. But then they're like, no, that's not how it works. Because he's exhausted, you can multiply it times this when he's not exhausted. And I'm like, I don't think y'all understand general media literacy a lot of the time as well. Because
I would say common, but just think it through. If Usain Bolt can run a 9.7, tired, he could run a 10 flat. He's not running a 100 meter. He's not running a 3-second 100 meter.
Exactly.
At full. Like, that's not how that works.
So I try to explain that, and they just be like, no, that's not how power scaling works. I'm like, I guess. Maybe I'm just stupid, but I was going back and forth with like 2 or 3 different people, and then every time when they don't know what to say anymore, they just tag another person in. And that's been kind of where the beef was started from. And this random other nigga who does the videos, like the slow talking videos, like he didn't understand the thing I was saying apparently, and I just left it at that because like the first thing he said was that I contradicted myself about a hyperbolic statement that Shiggy could destroy the world if he touched the ground. And I'm like, there's nothing that's ever shown he's able to destroy anything more than a small city.
Yeah, 100%. He actually did destroy a small city.
Exactly. I'm like, right? I give him city level, multi-city level at best. And if you want to highball him, maybe a country. Maybe. That's highballing him. And that was like the debate I had with people, and they were like, but it was a lot of like, you guys are reading what you want to read, not what's being written. Like someone said like, oh, he said he could destroy this large town that's bigger than New York. And I'm like, no, and took the exact manga panel he was using to reference. Was like, it says he would use decay vertically to make a tsunami to destroy the city. That means he can't do it. A natural event can do it. That he can cause, but he cannot do this thing. So it was shit like that.
It's interesting to me that people would try to power scale My Hero characters, because what I really did appreciate about that universe was when they were explaining Todoroki's ability. And the fact that why Endeavor wanted a half cold, half hot child is because now you can just control your temperature. When you're overheating, you
cool yourself down. Yeah.
Logic into the powers. Nothing logically about Shigaraki's power says he should be able to do that. If he can touch it, he can decay it. That doesn't mean he can decay it in its entirety. It has a range, you know?
And yeah, and also one thing that they keep like skipping over, if you cut off a decaying part of your body, you live. Cause fucking Akazawa did that with his leg.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, I'm decaying, cut it off immediately. Like we I don't know. It was annoying, but it was fun to do. That video was long as fuck. It was like almost 10 minutes, but it was fun to do.
The school itself, when they built the school so that the panels could detach and they can go underground so deep, like that's exactly them understanding how his power works and building something to stop it.
And I'm telling you now, they don't think about these things. They just say, "Oh, big power go bang."
Bigger power go bang.
Bigger power go bang.
That's literally what it is. And they like use like movie shit, and I'm like, it's canon, but at the same time, I'm using the data and the things that we've been shown from the things that we've been shown, this person can't do this. You're just saying it. And they pull out arbitrary numbers out of their ass. It's very weird. Like, they're like, oh yeah, so because he's doing this and because he's only using 45% power, we can really multiply his power times 100 times for real. And that's just lowballing. Where are you getting this number?
They watch Death Battle.
They do. And like, a lot of people agreed with me. More people agree with me than him. But a lot of people agree with me to the point where they're like, Death Battle is doing a disservice to the community to where they don't understand how they're doing this. Because a lot of the time they try to do the math, and I don't think they do it the best way. But like, they try to make it so that even the dumbest person can understand. But what they don't understand is the dumbest person hears, yeah, we only saw them and they said they were using 1% of their power, so we can multiply that times this. And like, oh, so I can multiply everything times this. And it's like, no.
Well, when they started equating everything to just the destructive force of TNT, that's when
correct. That's when the problem happens, because you got to look at it like the real world applications of it in a way.
Yeah.
Like, if someone, example, one thing they use, like Deku made a punch that distorted the world around him and we saw it. I'm like, was the world distorted or was that a creative direction like Demon Slayer? Right? Because in Demon Slayer, we don't see lightning, we don't see fire. In theory, these niggas are swinging swords, and that's in their imagination. Was this the creative direction we decided to go when Deku put both feet in a nigga chest and we saw like multiple versions of him? Or was this actually happening? And usually it's more the creative direction, if anything. But it's certain stuff. Like, the main feat that everyone always brings up is the final punch where he splits the clouds and it's windy in America for a week. And I equated that. I was like, nuclear bomb. And he was like, what? And the thing he said was, what nuclear bomb do we know that does something like that? I said, exactly my point, in which I said, if you paid attention, a multi-continental nuclear bomb, which would cause a nuclear winter, which would cause severe weather changes, worse than what Deku was doing, across the world. And I was like, the only nukes that we really have seen the actual destructive capabilities with our own eyes, other than the one in the Antarctic, are the little man, or the fat man, and the little boy. And those were only city-sized bombs that fucked up an area, separated the clouds, and changed the weather for a little while, not too long. I was like, now think if you had a continent-sized bomb. Now think if you had 3 continent-sized bombs.
Look at the meteor. It killed the dinosaurs.
That's my point. Like, and they're like, Deku did those embers, so multiply times 60 at the bare minimum. I'm like, that's not how that works at all.
Santorini, that's a good one too.
But
Santorini. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I was just saying, I'm rambling, but that was my point. I had some TikTok beef, and that was fun. I don't think I could be a debunker. Yeah, check it out. It's a 10-minute long video. Watch it on 2x speed. I don't think I could be a debunker for that reason. The amount of ignorance that just comes. I am not listening to Classic BID at all, in the sense of like, just let people scream into the ether. I'm starting to let them, but just trying to argue with people who don't have the general literacy to understand these things is like, damn, you really are the child that got left behind.
No, they didn't get left behind. That's the problem.
They're the child that's supposed to be left behind.
I've come to learn that some things on the internet, you know, if you think about it, it's just them trying their hardest to, because and this is the last thing I'll say here, but I saw a TikTok or a video, not a TikTok, but a reel earlier, and a guy was using the snowfall with all the names, and he was saying One Piece outlived all these shows, and it's like, that's why it's the greatest. I'm like, so because it's not finished, it's better than finished masterpieces? How does that logic make sense?
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it's like, so if they just kept running, they would be just as great as. You can't read into some people's internet takes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. You just gotta let some people scream in the internet into the ether, honestly. And I'm learning that. I'm learning that slowly, but I'm definitely learning it. Sometimes you just gotta put your opinion out and just let it be that.
And that's what I do with movie reviews.
Fair enough.
But your movie reviews are like, I don't want to say, they're not.
They're rooted in a good place.
Yeah.
Jordan disagreed with every one of them, she said.
That's fine.
Oh,
They're gonna have people that do it. Let your haters be your motivators.
Well, it's not a hater thing. It's just like, I know that's a community of people that they probably think I'm stupid, which could be fair.
But even if y'all disagree, doesn't mean I think you're stupid. Yeah.
All
I
right.
trust your movie reviews.
I do. It's caused me to want to watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
That being said, let me close out like I was doing before I remember my TikTok beef because it's funny. I'm Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me at Mr. Space Awaits or follow me at Galaxy Greg _ for all my content and my content pages. That's on TikTok and Instagram. Be sure to follow the podcast at Bmore Nerdy on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. We're everywhere, dog.
And now Facebook. I did it.
Oh Lord. But yeah, be sure to follow us everywhere, dog. Be sure to rate the pod, share it with your friends, have a good time with us, because you know we love to talk and chat our heads off. That's it for me, everybody. Diva.
Comment down below your zombie apocalypse plan. Like, what are you doing if it happens in the first week? But I'm your girl, Diva XOXO. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at the Diva XOXO. All of my handles are the same.
Yeah, make sure you comment on Diva's plan to just end it all. Just because critical thinking was not needed. Let me know how you feel about that plan. Yeah, and you know, follow the podcast, man. Be more nerdy. Be more nerdy. Be more nerdy. I don't remember. Anyways, I'm honestly Heed HDTV. You figure it out on your own.
All right, with that being said, remember to go out, do something great. Give a review on something. Give us your terrible takes. Put it somewhere on the internet and let someone scream in the ether at you. But as always, remember to be more nerds. Peace.
Yeah, cheer.